What's going on, guys? This is Trendkill, and today I'm going to be showing you how to get all 8 Dragon Priest masks and where to turn all 8 in for the 9th secret mask. I know, we're doing something a little different today, a little tutorial, if you will. For simplicity's sake, we're going to do these in alphabetical order, and I was going to do a detailed walkthrough for each dungeon and make this like an 8 or 9 video series, but I just didn't think that that was a necessity because most of these dungeons have quests or something like that related to them. So as soon as you go in, you can mark that quest as your active quest, and it will walk you right through it. You just basically follow the marker. So they're not that hard. Otherwise, I would show you how to do it step by step. The first mask on our list is Hevnarok, which can be found in Valthuum, southeast of Markarth, southwest of Rorikstead, if you've already got that on your map. And to get the Hevnarok mask, you're going to have to complete the Evil in Waiting quest that you get from Valdar right inside of Valthuum. For this quest, you're going to be collecting 3 vessels from different parts of the dungeon, and you want to be very careful, especially if you're using magic, because the explosions from your fireballs and stuff can send these little vessels flying, so you want to be careful with that. However, once you collect all 3, you're going to dump all 3 of them into this little bowl here, and you're going to sit in a throne. Once you do that, Hevnarok himself will come out of his coffin and start fighting you. Kill him, and you'll get his mask and his staff. Now, I'm not sure if the staffs are randomly generated or not, but the one I got from Hevnarok casts Wall of Storms, which is not a bad staff to give your follower, especially when fighting mages. The mask, on the other hand, is going to give a 100% resist disease and poison, which is not bad, but it's also not great. You'll also want to know that there is a word wall in here. You get the second word in your Aura Whisper shout, and the word wall is behind bars, which are controlled by a pressure plate pedestal. Now, most of the enemies in here will shout, and when they shout, they blow whatever is on that pedestal off, meaning that you have nothing to release the pressure of it. So what you're going to want to do is jump over that pedestal, and the bars in front of the word wall will open. Now, the next mask we're going to be collecting is the Croesus mask, which can be found at Sheer Point, west of Windhelm or southeast of Dawnstar. And you'll notice on your map that Sheer Point shows up as a dragon's head, not the normal crypt-type dungeon icon. And the reason for that is there is no dungeon. You basically walk up a hill, you kill a dragon, and you kill a dragon priest, and you are done. Like the other dragon priests, he drops a staff and a mask. His staff is the Staff of Fireballs, and his mask is going to give you a 20% boost in archery, alchemy, and lockpicking. You'll also want to know that this is where you get all 3 words of your throw voice shout, so make sure you grab those before you head out. Moving on to Mask 3, the Mordecai Mask. This mask can be found in Labyrinthian, which is just southeast of Morthal. However, you cannot get the mask without having the quest The Staff of Magnus, which is at the end of the College of Winterhold quest line. Now, I don't have a lot of footage of this one because I've already completed it on this character. However, I can tell you that the Mordecai mask is probably the hardest to obtain. The guy shoots lightning bolts at you that hit instantly and often summons a Storm Atronach, so be very careful on this one. He can easily 2-shot you. Once you kill him, though, you'll get the Staff of Magnus and the Mordecai mask. The Staff of Magnus absorbs 20 magicka per second until they're out of magicka, and then absorbs 20 health per second. The Mordecai mask is going to give you a 100% raise in your magicka regen, which is great for early mages. The next mask we're going to be looking at is the Otar mask, which can be found in Ragnvald, northeast of Markarth. Now, for those of you paying attention at home, Otar is not the next alphabetical mask. We're skipping the Nahreen mask for now, and we'll come back to that one later. As far as this dungeon is concerned, it's fairly easy. You basically make your way through the dungeon until you find Otar's tomb. Then it's going to give you a quest to go search for 2 skulls to unlock it. Grab those skulls, come back to his tomb, put the skulls in the tomb, it unlocks, you kill him, and you get your staff and mask. Now, his staff is also a Staff of Stormwall. However, his mask is actually really good. It gives you a 30% resistance to fire, frost, and storm magic, which is awesome for those warrior melee type classes that are playing on master difficulty. Also, while you're here, after you kill him, don't forget to go behind him to the word wall and pick up one of the words for your kin's peace shout. Alright, you guys still with me? Have you not killed yourselves yet? If you're still alive and listening, we're going to move on to the next mask, the Rhaegot mask. I'm not even sure how to pronounce that one. To collect this mask, you're going to want to head to Forelhast, which is just southeast of Riften. Once you get there, you're not going to be able to get in without talking to Captain Valmir and accepting the Siege on the Dragon Cult quest. Once you accept that, he'll walk over to the door and unlock it for you. Once you get in, it's pretty easy from here on out. You're going to basically make your way through the stronghold, fighting ghosts and such along the way. You'll find your way into a crypt where there'll be a locked cage around a well. You can find a key to that, or you can actually pick it, which is what I do. It makes it easier and faster. Make your way through to the end where you will fight Rhagot or Rhago or Ragot or whatever the hell his name is, and 4 other Draugrs. Now, this fight is not easy. You basically got 5 things fighting you, one of which is a Dragon Priest. So hopefully you've got a follower or something like that to keep some of the attention off of you while you deal with the Dragon Priest. Once you kill him, just like the others, you get a staff and a mask. When I killed him, I got the Staff of Firewall. However, I believe this staff is just a basic leveled staff. His mask, on the other hand, increases your stamina by 70 points. Doesn't sound like a lot, but in the beginning of the game, this mask can be very, very good. Also, make sure you loot the key to the balcony so you can head out the quick way back out of the dungeon, and also, once you get outside of these doors, you'll be on a balcony. If you head to the right, there is a word wall with one of the words for the Stormcall shout. Once you do that and head back over to Captain Valmir, he'll be talking to another soldier, and you'll find out he's a fraud. Kill both the guys in the courtyard, and you are finished. Let's move on to Highgate Ruins, which is where we're going to find the Vulcan mask. And Highgate Ruins can be found between Solitude and Dawnstar, right smack in the middle. However, if you've already completed the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller quest in the main storyline, you can fast travel to Ustengrav, and it is just northeast of there. Once you go in, you're going to find a woman named Anska standing there, and she's going to ask that you escort her through the dungeon. Now, Highgate Ruins is pretty easy because it's fairly linear. All you're doing is killing stuff, and Anska herself is a badass. So fight your way through the ruins until you get to Voken, or Vokun, whatever his name is. Once you kill him, he's going to drop a Staff of Fireballs as well as his mask. Now, his mask is going to fortify Conjuration, Illusion, and Alteration by 20%, so it's pretty decent for a mage-type character. Once you're finished looting his stuff, you'll gain access to the next room where the quest scroll is located, and also there'll be a word wall back there with one of the 3 Stormcall words of power on it. And basically, we're done with the hard ones. The next one is the Volsung mask, which is over in Volskig. Volskig is way, way, way west of Solitude, or northwestish of Dragon's Bridge, in the far, far northwest corner of the map. And I say this one's pretty easy because you don't have to go into the dungeon at all. If you have a horse, you can basically ride right up the right side of the mountain and completely skip the dungeon altogether. Once you get to the top of the hill, you're going to have to grab the word off of the word wall for your whirlwind sprint. A lot of W's there. And then Volsung will come out of his coffin, or whatever that thing is. His mask is going to make your prices 20% better, increase your carrying weight by 20 points, and give you water breathing, which is just such a weird mix of enchantments. And to be honest, I don't really know that this mask is worth collecting unless you're trying to collect all 8 for the 9th mask. Now, the last actual artifact mask that we're going to talk about today is the Nahreen mask, and I skipped this one earlier because there are major spoilers involved in getting this mask, and I don't want to piss anybody off. So I'm not going to say much about this mask. I can't really show you where to get it. Just understand that as you're playing through the main storyline, when you get towards the end of the main storyline, you can't miss it. Now, he drops a staff and a mask like most of the other Dragon Priests. However, his staff is irrelevant because it's required for the main storyline. His mask, on the other hand, is going to fortify your magicka by 50 points and fortify destruction and restoration by 20%. So it's actually a pretty good mask unless you're really high in enchanting and can craft something better. Whew, okay. Now that we have all 8 masks, what you got to do is head back to Labyrinthian and turn them all in. What you're going to want to do is fast travel there and then head straight past the stairs on the right that we took to get into the dungeon the first time, and you're going to be looking for kind of a hut that's going to be directly in front of you. Once you find that hut, head over to the base of the dragon statue-y thing in there and look for a wooden mask. When you find it, pick it up, search through your inventory, and equip it. Then back out of your inventory, and you will be magically whisked away to Bromjanar Sanctuary. Once you arrive, you're going to see another dragon statue, this time in pristine condition. You'll notice there are 8 Dragon Priest heads, which you can activate. When you activate them, it puts the proper mask on that head, and once you have all 8 masks on the statue, a dragon's mouth opens, and a magic 9th mask appears. Behold the Konarik mask, which is adorned with a special enchantment that you can't get anywhere else. It is called Konarik's Privilege, and while you're wearing it, when your health is low, it has a chance to heal you and damage nearby enemies, making it a great option for a melee-type class. Now, to get back out of Bromjanar's Sanctuary, all you got to do is take the wooden mask off, either by taking it off completely or by replacing it with another piece of headgear. And after that, congratulations, you now have all 9 Artifact Dragon Priest masks. So hopefully that was pretty easy to understand. I didn't walk you through everything, but I gave you all the information you need to find each place and get through the dungeons and get your masks. If you guys have any questions, make sure you leave me a comment below and I will do my best to answer it. You can also ask me a question on Facebook. That seems to be the best way to get a hold of me at this point. And until next time, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.